Is interior design the most dangerous part of space travel? The interior design of a space habitat is no minor concern. Impacts from environmental deprivation present such great health and performance risks to astronauts that it is one of the things keeping us from going to Mars. Deprived environments are defined by their absence of enriched environment features. Picture a confined space, scarcely larger than a storage shed. To safeguard against radiation, there are no windows to orient our place in time or space like we get from a distant view to a sunrise or sunset. The cramped quarters provide insufficient space to exercise and social isolation from all but a few people. To keep things microbe-free, surfaces are sterile and uniformly white. Food and clothing homogeneity add to an overwhelming sense of monotony. Experiencing a deprived environment like this isn't limited to the few people who will live in space habitats. It describes the reality for many here on Earth, including children growing up in deprived environments, patients with long stays in hospitals and rehab centers, and prisoners in solitary confinement. We know that prolonged exposure to deprived environments such as solitary confinement leads to serious health consequences, psychological harm, and even structural neurological damage. Without the ability to explore, brain areas associated with spatial orientation, depth perception, and memory shrink. Social isolation impacts being able to cope with fear. Sensory deprivation is linked to increased pain perception. These health consequences and profound brain changes are so serious that it's led organizations like the United Nations and the American Institute of Architects to condemn and outlaw designing for solitary confinement in prisons. While there are ethical differences between forced solitary confinement and voluntary space travel, in deprived environments, astronauts will also face damaging health and neurological impacts on their behavior, cognition, and decision-making ability. So, as we plan to go to Mars, we need innovative interior design solutions to combat these dangers of environmental deprivation. For example, novelty can be introduced through simulated windows and dynamic lighting, providing changes in sunlight and views mimicking what we experience on Earth, and helping support astronauts' sleep-wake patterns and circadian health. Opportunities for spatial exploration can be introduced through virtual reality. One study even paired VR with corresponding scent. Participants reported having less negative feelings and reduced anxiety. Even small greenhouses can be included as growing and changing multisensory microenvironments. Architects Diller and Scafidio proposed that atmosphere and social communication could be projected through clothing interactions, as demonstrated in their concept of brain coats for their 2002 Blur building. Though never realized, this apparel was developed to change color and pattern in response to signals from others. Concepts like this could add novelty to the environment and enhance astronauts' connection to their surroundings and to one another. Materials are being developed which stimulate touch and haptic sensations in vibrotactile gloves and spacesuits, and in interior surfaces, including floors that respond to touch or can even flex to embrace the body. The ethical responsibility we have to do no harm extends to all spaces we design. The innovations being developed to make space travel possible not only benefit space exploration, but also have the potential to revolutionize our earthly deprived environments. When we explore the cosmos of possibilities blending science and design, we can create a future where no one, whether on Earth or in space, has to endure the dangers of deprived environments.